Hello, my viewers. Welcome to Hugar Social Academy. Today, in this session, we are going to understand, learn about how the exploitation took place by knowingly or by unknowingly. We know very well that we people are the lovers of using the luxurious things. And when it is talk comes regarding the usage, so we feel that this is going to give us immense pleasure, then without knowing we just pay it. Later part we get to know that we didn't verify it properly, we didn't check it properly, and we are being made fool regarding that product which we have taken to the home. So it becomes very important to every one of us to have a proper education, the education regarding the market. If the proper education regarding the market if we will have, then automatically the consumer will never ever become fool in the hands of any one of the, whether he is a trader or whether he is a provider. So consumer education is very very important to all of us. In our day to day life, many things comes in our way. From the morning to the evening, we know very well that without the help of the money, nothing can't be purchased. So there are many products are being there which have become as a form of staple, which has been daily used. So these things are being very very essential for the which for the running of day to day life. So it becomes very important that we should be alert related to the number of products which are being available there. Do the product which we are bringing to our home, whether they are being properly tested, checked, do whether it has taken the clarification, or we can say that do the industry has clarified all the test related to the product, then it is okay. If it is not checked, if it is not verified, then it will become one of the harmful or hazardous to the life as well as the property. So today in this session, we are going to learn about the consumer education and protection. We are going to learn about consumer education and protection. Okay, this is very important topic of class 10 standard. Consumer education and protection. Now, the title, first of all, always we have to move with the title what it want to say to us, because on the title only the whole chapter will be dependable. Okay, now the chapter is consist of say 1, 2 and 3. Now this is the first word is what, it's a consumer. Now whom we call a consumer, the consumer is one who buys the goods. Consumer is the one who buys the goods. Okay, right, by paying some sort of money, by paying some sort of money, we call him as a what, consumer. He is the one who consumes the goods. He is the one who consumes the goods. Okay, now you take one more, we have added one more word to this called as a consumer, user. Because yes, because we use the product. Now this is the product, it is, this pen is a product. Okay, it is used by me, so I will be called as a consumer. I am a user who is using this product. Okay, and education, right, which let us to know regarding about that product. So it's a education. On another side, it's a protection. Protection is nothing but it is in the form of regarding whether the things which are being used by the consumer, whether they are properly verified or not, it is being checked. Okay, so it becomes very important that to the consumer or to the user to take a proper education related to the number of products which are been there in the where in the market. So there are two persons are there. One is called as a provider, and another one is, who is this? It's a consumer. Okay, one is a provider, one is a consumer. Provider is the one who provides the goods to the consumer, or who produces the goods for the consumer. He is the one who provides the goods, or he is the one who produces the goods for the home for the consumer. And consumer is the one who uses the goods which is being provided by the home by the provider. Consumer is the one who uses the goods which is being provided by the home by the provider. Okay. So indirectly to be said, provider is nothing but we can say in an economic word called as an industry, who converts the raw material into the finished goods for the public or for the consumer. Okay. And consumer is the one who consumes the goods which is being produced by the home by from the industry, from the home from the industry. In my previous session regarding the taxes, when we have studied, okay, so there in an example we said regarding how the industry takes the money directly, sorry, indirectly from the home from the public. Okay, now here, this provider is nothing but he is an industry who is producing the goods, okay, and then consumer is the one who is using these goods. But in this part, it is been found that this consumer, okay, this consumer many a time he has been what? He has been cheated. He has been cheated. Why he has been cheated? It's because he is having a lack of education. He has been cheated because he is having a lack of education. Who is this person? Consumer. Okay, consumer do not know how the industry has been prepared. Okay, consumer only knows that what, that this is a product which is it is going to help to me. So what he did, he purchased. So many a time consumer is being cheated. So to stop this, okay, it is been to stop this cheating by the traders or by the providers, by the traders or by the providers. Okay, here in the country called as India, right? In the year 1965, those women who were exploited, those women who were being cheated, okay, under them the program was being launched. Okay, the program called as Aware. See, Aware. Okay, what it was been done under the some women in the Mumbai, right, to make the people to be alert from the exploitation. So Aware like program was being brought up. The association, the association of women's, see the association of what it is said of the women's against, from the A, against, see, against word is being used. Now we should, so this Aware itself, it will say that what, that the purpose of bringing this is to just to make everyone, all the users, to be alert regarding the cheating which is been done, or which happens with them. So the association of women against rising expenses, rising expenses, what we call it as a Aware. Okay, this Aware brought up a lot of changes in the minds of the people. Now why it is been there? It's because of which one? Because it is been found that the people were being regularly, they were being cheated. See, if it is a talk of 1 rupee or 10 rupees, then it would be okay, we would say okay, that is also money. But then also 1 and 10, okay. But if it is a cheat of 1,000, 2,000, then it is a big question to be what, to be know or to be inquired related to why this thing has been happened. Now see why the reason is Why there is a exploitation? Okay, why there is a exploitation? In a simple example, I will make you to understand why the consumer is been what he is been exploited. Okay, now reasons. Reasons, you know what is the reason? See, we know once upon, in a very simple example, I will let you to understand what in what way, in what different form the traders or the providers, how they exploit us. Okay, there was a milkman. There was a milkman, right, who was having a number of customers. Let us take an example of what he was having. A milkman I was having 50 customers. Okay, and each customer, 50 customer, each customer used to purchase. Okay, purchase how many? 1 liter. 1 liter. Each customer used to purchase 1 liter. Okay, and this milkman, okay, every day what he used to do, he used to go to their houses and 1 liter used to give them. And the price of 1 liter, how much it is? 50 rupees per liter, 50 rupees. Okay, on the basis of after month, 30 days, okay, this man used to keep a note that how many people, how many days they have taken the milk of 1 liter for how many? 50 rupees. We will take example like the whole month he got an income of 20,000. Whole month he got an income of 20,000. So there was a connection between the milkman and consumer. Okay, direct connection now it is. Okay, direct connection it is. But nowadays, what happened? Now, what happened? So, 20,000 per day he was collecting, but suddenly, now who came in the middle? Milkman, in between the milkman and between the consumer. Now, here, trader. Who came? Trader in between. Now this trader what he did, he started purchasing the milk from him. So what plan he has given to him, that trader, instead of, if you says to the milkman, instead of you are going to to each and every area, there is a loss. You have to spend the petrol price, you will be tired. Okay, sometimes there is a chances of that your milk which you take, okay, that maybe fell down. Such ideas which made the milkman to little bit to think. And milkman decided to give all his milk to the home to the trader. And trader what he did, he fixed the price to the home to the this milkman in the form of what? He traded itself what he says, all your, okay, milk will be every day collected by whom? By the trader. So everyday trader started collecting 50 liter of milk from whom? From the milkman. And the consumer who was here, he has to depend on whom? Instead of milkman, he has to depend on whom? On the trader now. Milkman who used to give per liter in how many rupees? 50 rupees. Now this trader what he did, he changed the price in the from 50, he made it 55 rupees. Okay, now consumer, because he was not getting the milk, so consumer has to directly go and purchase the milk from whom? From the trader. That too in how many cost? 55 rupees. Now here consumer can't put any question if the milk spoils. If the milk spoils, he has to pay the MRP, the print which has been there on the way on the packet. Okay, so here one side, nor he can ask any question related to the quality of the milk. One sheet. Second, the price has been increased now. This is the another thing. Okay, another sheet. Okay, now made the consumer to be what? To be in a what? In a loss. To be in a which one? In a what happen? He loses. Okay, what happened? He is totally in a loss. Who? Consumer. So in this way what we see that the consumer is been what? He is been exploited. So we have to protect now. Okay, the chapter itself says that what? In this way there are many examples are there, like milkman, you can say any other example you can take. Okay, in every corner what it is, he is been exploited because consumer what he want? consumer want that the provider or the trader who is been there, okay, he should provide good quality of a goods to them, good quality of. And in the same way, the same thinking who should have, the provider should have, or the trader should have, who should give the good things to the home to consumer, because consumer believe in them lot, consumer believe in them lot. So both side the same mentality it should be there, okay, in the form of give and take, in the form of give and take. Because consumer pays a proper money for the product without asking any sort of questions. So at this time it becomes very important even to the producer and the trader to provide the goods in a very proper way. In the year 1962, March 15, 1962, okay, which is considered as one of the important day. March 15, 1962, considered as one of the very important day, because on this day, the President of America, okay, John F. Kennedy, gave four rights to the American people. This day is very important. 15th March 1962, the President of America, called as a John F. Kennedy, okay, of which one of the USA, gave four important rights to the public. The four important rights are, now basic rights. We call it as a what? Basic rights. Okay, the basic rights were being given. These basic rights helped further to the number of consumers to make themselves alert from the different problems which arises, okay, like right to safety, right to safety, one of the very important, right, what it is, right to safety. Now, right to safety, why it is important? It's because, see, when we are using the goods, when we are using the goods, okay, now it becomes very important that the product which we are using, that should be very safe for the usage. If it is not safe for the usage, then it is harmful to the life. Okay, so that has to be checked very properly. Then second, he gives what? Right to choose. This is also very important. Right to choose what we feel, what we like, that has to be selected by us. We should not depend on the way on the choice of the producer or the choice of the trader. We very well know that industry, when it is being prepared, industry always keep in the mind what to produce, how to produce, whom to produce. Okay, so when such questions is been kept by the whom, by the provider, then even this these questions is applies to the whom, to the consumer also, right? For whom to purchase, what type of the quality has to be purchased, how to be checked. These questions applies to the whom, to the consumer. Then only the consumer will be able properly to what, to purchase the proper goods. Okay. Third one, right to information. Right to what? Right to information. You are having this right, also is very essential, right, regarding to know about the different form of goods which are in there, what type of company it is, where the company lies, what is the quality of that product, whether the usage is more or the usage is less. Okay, these all things has to be checked. And fourth one, lastly, what is it? Right to heard. Okay, very important. Right to be what? Right to be heard. So these are the four important basic rights which were being given by the John F. Kennedy to the who is the President of United States of America, to the American people in the year March 15, 1962. This is the reason March 15. This is the reason March 15 every year. March 15 every year we celebrate it as a World Consumer Day. March 15 is been celebrated as a what? Is been celebrated as a World World Consumer Day. Every year we celebrate. Okay, just to know regarding the basic rights. It is not only to the way to the American, but this basic rights are to the home to even to the number of the citizens who are called as a consumers. Okay, so this is very very important. This keeping this in the mind itself, even in the India also, regarding the to stop the exploitation, many number of acts were being brought up. Okay, keeping in the mind of what consumer protection, mind of what consumer protection. And consumer protection, what it says, that it refers to the protection to consumers, protection to the consumers. Okay, and protection in the form of what, by giving them the rights to know regarding those products which are being used by the home by the consumers. And if and keeping that only in the mind, in this 5 decades, near about 30 acts were being introduced by the home by the government of India. 30 acts. These 30 acts are nothing but they are guiding, they are working as a controller, so that these traders and these providers should not cheat to the consumers. Okay, should not teach to the consumers. And many times you also listen in the way in the news channel that in this way the products are being mixed up. Okay, that has converted into the form of which one, that the product has been totally it is been spoiled. So such things should be what, it should be avoided, because we pay a valuable money to the product. So near about 30 acts are been introduced. Now among some of the acts we will go with that. Okay, now these acts are nothing but they will work as a form of what, as a form of safety, right? Safety code they are. Okay, these safety codes are nothing but what they are doing, they are helping the consumer from the stop of the exploitation. Like essential, essential essential commodities act. Okay, essential commodities act. See, we, as I said in the introduction part, many of the products are there which are being used by the home by the consumer, and which are like as a staple form. So essential commodities acts has, like for example, if we take of the grains which are being used regularly. Okay, so in that such cheat should not happen. For that, essential commodities act has been brought up. Weights, weights and measures, weights and measures act, again one of the very crucial implementation. Okay, act against adulteration, act against adulteration of food. Now adulteration here refers which one, regarding the bad quality of the goods. If bad quality of the goods are been there, then it has the act permits to raise up the what, raise up the goods. Okay, food articles. So this act helps in the way in the protection of the consumers. Like this, many number of acts are been what has been introduced, just and just only to save whom, save the consumer from the exploitation. He should be saved. Okay, right, in this way it has been there. In hope you have somewhat you have got it. And let me come with in my next session, I will come with regarding the objectives, regarding the objectives of the act which has been made for whom, only and only for the consumer, right? So how he is going to get the benefit from that act, what does the rules or the act says, how does the act protects the consumer, we are going to learn in our next session. And as usual, go through the whole topic, then only it will become very easy to understand. I'm thankful to all my viewers who are watching my videos. And at last, like, share, and subscribe, and be tuned with the channel Hogar Social Academy, or with me, Shrikant Hogar. Thank you.